자, 이건 뭐냐?
After your requests in the comments, today's Squad Mates episode will disembark at the Franz Josef Land
프란츠
Archipelago.
조세프. 아,
We'll show you key
새로운
positions,
맵에 대한
firing
설명인
lines,
겁니다.
and of course, the winning
원래 있던
tactics
맵인데.
in this cold Arctic base. Despite the somewhat uniform landscape, the teams have different approaches here. So our squad mates will demonstrate a single scenario for each side.
그러니까
Let's start
맵
with the
설명인가
southern one.
보네.
Pick the eastern spawn point and head off
동쪽
towards
생성
point
지점을
C.
선택하고
That's
C로
your first
이동한다.
target. Split up to gain an advantage over your enemy. One tank should go to this position in square 5, while the
이
other one
맵이
should drive
작은
east
언덕들로
around the
만들어진
capture
맵이라.
area.
이거 있을 때는
Sooner
제가
or later,
지상전 좀
enemy tanks will
했었거든요.
discover they're being fired at from two opposite sides,
은근
and their defenses will
헐다운하고
dwindle.
시선 좋은
Sometimes the enemy
사람들이
manages to
킬 잘
retreat here,
먹더라고요.
but
헐다운
in
잘
most
되고.
cases, they suffer losses anyway.
이게
Well,
한쪽에서
this
잘만
means one
보면
point
다
is
볼 수
all but
있거든요.
captured, but it's too early to stop now. Push the front line towards the enemy base as soon as you can. Stay extra cautious here, as the second enemy
그리고
wave
이거
should be incoming any
그
minute.
뭐냐?
Your next target is the
이
Arctic
맵이
base
맞았나?
itself, in the
그
center of the map.
비행장 위치가
Move towards it while
묘해가지고
maintaining some distance between you
측면이나
to control a
후방에서
wider area.
적군 헬기들이
The tactic
접근하더라고요.
here is pretty
아,
simple.
너무 더럽더라고.
One player
지금
should
뭐
head
그게
straight for the
수정이
target,
개선이
while
됐는지
the other one
모르겠는데.
should approach from the rear. If you spot a dangerous enemy, distract them while your squad mate gets a fire
지상전에서
solution.
그
The
헬기가
center of
없으면
this map is quite
안
open,
될까요?
so once you capture the area, immediately move west to hide in the hills.
그냥 온리
This place
탱크만으로
requires
하는
you to keep your
지상전.
eyes and especially your ears open. Any hill might hide an enemy, and recognizing the sound of
그러면
their
아마
engine on
또
time will
밸런스가
help you
또 달라질
retain your
겁니다.
initiative
제
in
느낌.
combat. Then, one of the players can attack point A from the takeoff lane, while the other one covers them from this hilly position in square E2.
나면 스웨덴이 짱 먹을라나?
If you start on the northern team, pick the western spawn point. Focus your initial effort
미국은
on
캐스
point A.
능력이
One
이제
tank should head off
지상전에서
towards
좀
it
많이
using the takeoff
발휘하잖아.
lane we described
야구
previously,
캐스 잘하는 사람
while the other
있으면
one
정말
provides cover
편하더라고.
using any comfortable spot with some elevation. Your next goal is to attack the central point. It's a good idea to trade roles here, giving the initiative to the player who provided cover earlier. It's time to assault the Arctic trefoil. If one of you spots hostiles preventing capture north of the building,
게임
the
전략에
other
대한
player should
설명
descend
같은데.
from the hills to help. Much like in the previous scenario, the squad shouldn't hang around in the open after the capture. This time, we recommend positions in squares E3 and E5.
야, 저 뭐냐 이거 포탑에 달려 있는
One
저
more
기총
thing.
저거.
Since this location has plenty of open spaces,
일단
you
궤도는
should
잘
stick
끊을
to
것 같은데,
depressions for
느낌이.
most of your movements, and stay alert and aware when you climb an elevated area. Which
갱전들
location would you
오면
like to
잡지는
see
못하더라도
next?
궤도는 그냥
Tell us in the
박살나겠다.
comments
헬기는
while
잘
we
잡을까.
answer some of your questions.
아 여기는 진짜 캐스가 짜증나더라. 해보면.